Hey guys, here we have a trash-picked Husqvarna string trimmer. I know very little about it, no history. All I know is the model number. It's a 223L. I did look it up. You can buy this on Lowe's for about 250 bucks new. So it's probably like a prosumer model, not a very terribly high-end one, but probably not bad nonetheless. Don't know if it runs. I know it's missing some parts at the end, namely the spindle. So let's see if we can get it to run. Apologize in advance for the background noise. I got a little room air conditioner running. It's July in South Florida. It's brutal in here, so either got to work in comfort or not work at all, right? Let's give this thing a go. I tried pushing the primer a couple times and kind of got stuck in. I guess that's not a good sign, right? Don't really feel any signs of life there. Let's try shooting a little bit of liquid fire down the air cleaner and see if we can get anything to happen. Where is my liquid fire? There we go. Just a little bit. It did seem to like that. Let's give it one more shot. I know I should be using two-stroke oil or two-stroke gas. Alright, it coughs. So I mean, it is capable of running. We probably just have, like everything else, carburetor issues. Let's dig into it. If you guys are in the market for a prosumer trimmer, don't get this one. I mean, just look at the quality of the air cleaner. This is from a comparably priced Echo trimmer. It's a felt, high-quality, commercial-grade filter. This is what came in this thing. It's like this little dinky little piece of foam. This isn't going to do a whole lot. And plus, after a couple of years, these things disintegrate and they get sucked into the intake anyway. So, points off for that, Husqvarna. Very disappointing. Let's take our 4mm and start cracking these open. Looks like the whole cover has to come off to get to the carb. It's kind of annoying. Points off for serviceability. Don't really work on Husqvarnas too often. So far, I'm not impressed. Let's see. Alright, we got one out there. There's two up here. It looks like there's one down here too, although I can't tell if that holds anything together or not. It might just hold this little air box in place, not sure. Guess we'll know when we try to lift this cover up, right? Yeah, it seems like it's coming loose. Okay, I got all the screws off, I think. Let's see if this thing cooperates. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too painful, I guess. Wow, this thing's pretty dirty. I think I might go give it a bath before we do anything else. I hate working on dirty stuff. Just for giggles, let's try and start it one more time. We know we're getting spark. I was able to get some fuel into the carb. Okay. Wasn't really expecting that. Okay. This might be a pretty boring video. She's a lot cleaner now. Let's continue the voyage and let's just freshen things up a little bit, right? I know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but what's the point of these videos then, right? At least she's a runner. Guess I have to give him points for that. We will have to replace this primer assembly. I might have one in stock. I guess we'll find out in a second after I get these bolts off. Okay. So now we got our intake bolts off. Let's see, how does this come off? It's still holding us. Oh, we're just tangled in the fuel lines. Oh, interesting. This thing has like a built-in mold for the throttle cable. Hopefully we don't break it. Nope. Oh, something dropped or did I break something? I guess we'll find out later. Let's clean that up in the ultrasonic, come back when it's done. Our intake manifold came out nice and clean. No gasket on this though. I wonder if someone's been in here before and messed with it. So next step is to replace this, this primer slash purge assembly because it is leaking badly. I found these two guys on my parts bin, so we're going to give them a try and see which one fits better. So let's just pop these out. Most of the time when I work on these are built into the carburetors. I don't really see them too often separate like this. I guess it's kind of cool because you don't have to take the whole carb apart. I guess it just pops out like that, right? Just pry the tabs and pull forward. So this one, you probably can't see it, but there's a big split right there. Leaking gas. Are these labeled? Hard to tell. So I think that's out and then in, I guess. This one fit. Seems to fit. I think these fuel lines are trashed. Nope, I was just being stupid. Had the lines on backwards. So now, okay, good flow. Cool. I guess let's button her back up, right? Got that there. Let's get this bolt started. Somewhere. There we go. Get the other two out of the ultrasonic. Now this unit is probably super old. I can tell because it has carburetor adjustment screws, and they stopped putting those on equipment a long time ago because people would muck with them and affect the emissions ratings of the equipment. So this thing is probably, I don't know, dare I say from the 90s? Is that possible? I'll have to look it up. I'm trying to remember when they stopped doing that. It's been a while though. Decided I'm going to replace this fuel line because there's not much holding it on here. I mean, it just falls right off. So it's stiff. It's past its prime. So we can get this off the carburetor without breaking anything. Jeez, that's on there. I'll have to cut it. See if that helps. Works every time. So let's take this bit of fuel line here, put that up there, route it down here, and we'll cut it off about there or so. Probably make that a little shorter, right? Yeah, I think it's too long. Cut a little bit off. There we go. I think that'll do it. Let's do another test run and make sure it accelerates and whatnot okay before we put the cover back on. So let's see. This looks like a choke of some kind. Seems to run okay. It's running a bit fast because it doesn't have a spindle at the end, but pretty cool. Nice trash pick. Let's put the cover back on. We can probably do some adjustments at that time. I want to bring the idle speed down a little bit, and yeah, I guess see if we can get it to idle a little bit better, even though it doesn't have a, you know, cutting head. I don't know if you guys can see that. Absent. Got the 2K's house back together. Let's see if we can make this thing idle a little bit better. Or idle at all. Let's give it a shot with the choke off this time. Not bad. I need to richen it up a little bit. Let's see which screw is which here. Usually labeled low and high. Oh boy, these are not. One's labeled 42. Jeez. Let me adjust this offline, a little bit of trial and error. Alright guys, there you have it. Sometimes you pick some trash and sometimes you get a good find. This thing runs pretty good for free, right? All we really did was put a primer on there, or a purge bulb, whatever you want to call it. And gas leak was solved. We replaced the fuel line. Didn't really have to, it was just a little stiff. Cleaned it up and she runs good, runs well. I did oil up the air cleaner and clean it off a little bit. I think she's ready to go. We just got to work on the business end of this thing and figure out what we need to put on here. Because as you can see, there's nothing on there. So, yeah, she's a runner. Just got to work out the trimmer end. Anyway, I'm not going to cover that. I may not even fix this part. I might just sell it to someone that needs one for parts or already has the trimmer side. So yeah, I think this video is going to be concluded. If you like this video, please subscribe, and thanks guys, stay safe.